Oh, this is not good, but I think we're just gonna have to go for the Juno, and yeah, you know what? We're gonna go Juno Veramas here. And let's see. Didn't trigger my Nemesis, and how much is this gonna land? They're all on like super high res. Okay, my Racuni didn't get, so you know what? We're just gonna put this onto the Veramas and just start cycling, because why not? Okay, we gotta get a few stuns here. That's big, that's big, that's big. Who are we going for? I think I want to get rid of the Monkey King, because I'm not too scared of the Moor. I think he's just going to proc out of most things. So now he gets his S2. Let's go for our S2. Hope that we get, like, at least one stun. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to go for my S1 here. While we have our passive up, it's fine. Okay, no proc from the Racuni. Please. Yeah, this should be enough. The Nemesis triggered. We're gonna kill the Monkey King here, and this is a 3v4. So he has like one more comeback, I think, with the Nephthys, potentially. That was it, my guy. Nice, thanks for the healing. I'm gonna just S1 here. We're gonna keep our S2. Yeah, we're just gonna S1 ourselves, because I think that... Oh, that was a bad proc here, but it's okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that Nephthys. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? Look at this. It's been a while since our last episode, but today I want to discuss the 11-year anniversary and how I'm making it work on my own beginner account and what I would recommend to most of you guys. Now, straight up, I went for the Water Twin Angels on my own freenet 5 summoning. The main reason for that is it's my alt account and I'm mostly using this to just experiment in RTA and just have a lot of fun with it. Otherwise, I think if we just look at the statistics, they kind of already speak for themselves.
Oh god, it's so good.
I would highly recommend going for Teshar. It's the Wind Phoenix. If you're like a starter, a beginner, if you watch this video at any point and you don't have like a below 1 minute Giants team, odds are I'm gonna recommend that unit. Honestly, besides Leo in this tier list, all of the other monsters are just complete garbage. Let's not talk about it. But just looking at like that Vera and that Rika and also the Fire Demon for some reason, it just makes me cringe really hard. And then when it comes to Net 4, I actually didn't pick one on my own early game account just yet, but I already know since it is going to be a max skilled unit, I'm going to pick something pretty new. I'm thinking about going Mi Young, simply because I think he is going to be one of those massive siege upgrade units. It's very easy to rune, and having one max skilled is actually going to be extremely beneficial. Yeah, so this is currently my RTA rune box, and as you guys can see right now, like there is a lot of stuff going on, and it's way less free-to-play friendly as it used to be. Pretty much maybe like 30% of those monsters are free-to-play obtainable. Maybe there's a few Hall of Heroes monsters in there, a few more budget options, but overall, like this account definitely isn't like a free-to-play guide anymore. I think it's just a natural thing whenever you're trying to improve in RTA that eventually you're gonna switch out a few of your free-to-play toys into some more like Devilmon intense stuff, which that's by far like the main limiting factor on this account as well. Like I'm always starving for Devilmon, which I just know that that's not just me. But yeah, those are my Water Twin Angels. They're on Swift Will. You just pretty much try and get them as fast as possible. And the thing is, on this account, actually my slot 2, like my offsets, are not too great. So this is very heavily limiting me. And I just kind of decided, since this is like my main goal for this series right now is finishing C2. And with 208, I'm definitely not going to outspeed most people nowadays. So I'm just going to be better off just putting him on a will set and just tanking it out usually. And the main combo that I'm using them in is with the Wind Zenitsu and then also the Racuni. So that trio I basically draft like 80% of the time if I get to. For I think the Zeratul is gonna be the #1 target here. I'd like to... No, there's no way we can kill with this. We're gonna find out. Especially with the Racuni, I think it should be enough. Yup. Just pray that we get to move in between. We're gonna cycle out. Oh, dude. It's just such a nice combo, let's be honest. I want him to like dot my Zenitsu. Okay, smart move of his. And let's hit this guy some more. No armor break, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna slow down this guy. It's fine. So you got 2 turns cooldown onto that. Oh, that proc might have been a little bit too much though. Yeah. That was not the proc we wanted. I think this is gonna make him kill my Zenitsu now. We'll see. Yup. Into the S2. Oh, he doesn't have it quite yet. Okay. I think I have to just hit the Zenitsu. Just make sure that his passive is up like ASAP. Let's go. S2 into some attack bar. Into... Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hitting that Desert Warrior. I don't want to deal with this guy. And if we just get like a few crits in, I think this should be enough. Alright, let's hit this guy. Nice. Okay, and I think my Zenitsu has one turn pass. Oh! I think it's up again, right? I don't think he can... We'll see. There's just no way he gets through my Zenitsu. That's so stupid. Look at this. Look at this combo. Alright, let's speed boost ourselves one more time. Nice proc. I guess we're just gonna hit this guy. Because even if Velajo gets like a proc here, I don't think... Yep, it's not killing here. That's just gonna make him move out of his own immunity. Into... One more Zenitsu. Can we get some stuns? I think with one caveat, and that would be that the Win Zenitsu, whenever someone drafts like a Sekhmet, an Oliver, and especially a Ciara, I just completely get rid of him, because as you guys can see right now with this build, he's definitely not taking bombs, and he's definitely not able to take hits with his passive being down. But the main idea of it is that right now he's on Nemesis Will. It's kind of like a rune set build that I just love using in general, but it's usually only good when you draft it later on, like when you 4th or 5th pick a monster with that rune build, because you have to be very specific whenever you use it. You're kind of falling off, you're kind of able to, like, you gotta take some hits with that build, and his passive really helps with that. Having him on attack slot 6 also really helps with that. You're just gonna cycle very, very fast, and if your opponent doesn't have resets, this is really gonna be good, especially with the Zenitsu into Racuni S2. They're speed tuned very well. I think my Racuni is extremely slow, but right now he's on Violent Nemesis, and he's on speed HP. So I'm really not reinventing the wheel with him. I really need to also work a little bit more on my Violent Runes in the upcoming days. But yeah, that combo, that trio is probably like the most fun I've had in RTA, and also like it's extremely potent. Now, what happens if my opponent does go for a Ciara, for an Oliver, or stuff like that? That's when I switch to one of my favorite Hall of Heroes monsters, which I was lucky enough to pull just from a random LD scroll, and that's Amduat. Now, the thing with Amduat is he is extremely easy to counter. Like, that's just period. He's not a very good unit because he has some clear weaknesses. He barely has any damage, and he's kind of like, it's kind of like a Luxac unit. It's like a little bit more of an offensive Antares, if you're honest with yourself, and you kind of want to make use out of that. The thing is that in early game, in like the lower ranks, people don't counterpick. So if the guy goes like a Wind Monkey King, a Josephine, or like a Tessarian, a Verdahal, a Fire Monkey King, there's so much stuff that like completely dumpsters on an Amduat. Even just a Riley, like she just out heals, has the immunity. He doesn't do much, but the thing is, in lower ranks, they have their one set in core team comp of like 7 units, and they don't really pick around that, and he really punishes that. Yeah, I feel like I'm basically just back in 2019 on my own endgame account, because that's pretty much the way I used to draft. Is he targeting? I think if I was him, probably just the Antares, but I'm not quite sure if he will. Okay, dude. Oh no, that's gonna be a full damage. 10k each hit, okay. Yeah, that was a problem. That's why the Twin Angels are so good, if you guys haven't noticed. I'm gonna go for the stun at least. Not get that, okay. It's not good. It's not good. That is just not good. Yeah, I think I have to just S2 myself. I wish I could... Oh, that was a proc, right? Yeah, we got 2 turns. I think we're just gonna go for this guy. And just hope that we get to, like, cycle back into it. Because I think we should be able to. Yep. We are like 1 turn away from it. So now we have our passive up again. Best case, dude. Just best case. And now I think... Yeah, let's try and trigger. Oh. Can you not? Oh no, now he gets the full combo. Oh, he missed the crit. He missed the crit. Dude. Alright, I think the goal is going to be just going for some stuns onto the Vanessa. I just don't know if we can kill with this now. We'll find out. Actually, it didn't matter. We're just gonna go for the... Now, pretty much the main thing is you want to go for the accuracy cap. And that's it. I love putting him on one of my best despair sets. The other unit that also has a very good despair set is my Juno. Now, as you guys can see right now, her stats are kind of all over the place. The main reason for that is actually her offset. I really like putting my Junos on Nemesis, because I pretty much only draft them into like turn 1 CC, and she's just gonna get stunned. And she's never gonna revenge. And just having her on like bad stats, you just get so much value out of that Nemesis set that it kind of starts paying off again. Pretty bad slot 6 with like flat HP, so she's not able to take hits. But she's also going to get a bunch of extra turns that way. I basically just put this on because it doesn't make sense for anyone else. And Juno still kind of profits from it. So it's just best of both worlds. Now on the topic of luck sack units, I have incorporated a lot, as you guys can see. I have Diana, which if you guys watched any of the shorts in my recent videos, she's been popping off. Oh, that is a squishy smice from my guy. Try and stun this guy. Oh, Diana. Oh, Diana. It's a stupid unit. Let's be honest. It's just stupid. Oh, Diana. Oh, Diana. It is just one of these days. I remember, like, when I built her, I was unsure if I should actually, like, should I pick her or should I pick... I don't even remember what was the other option. The thing is, right now she's on a hybrid build. She's not as, like, optimal as I could make her. The main reason for that is because I just didn't have a lot of wind bruisers to like pick, and therefore I kind of had to pick her a little bit too much, and therefore she's a little faster than I think a Diana should be. So pretty much by me summoning a Shahat and then also a Sonya, I got a lot more variety in my wind bruisers. I'm gonna like not go for a Swift Sonya, by the way. I'm just gonna like slow and one-shot people. But pretty much, I'm gonna switch my Shahat to a fast set, and then I'm gonna slow down my Diana like quite a bit, and pretty much also only draft her into turn 1 CC. But yeah, Diana, very straightforward, violent will. It's actually kind of incredible how many will sets I've been farming for. Like the first months, I've only stuck in Giants. It's really, really good when you're like trying to AoE cleave, whenever you're trying to get ranking very fast. But then like down the road, you gotta get into Necro. It's just so good to like contest. Whenever you're not speed contesting, everything is on will. It's just so good. It makes you win drafts a lot more times. And that's just like a must-have for you. But because of that reason, like you're gonna see a lot of my units be on like a double Nemesis will set, for instance. Like this one, I have the Jamael on will. I have my Taylor on Nemesis will. I have my Camilla on Nemesis. I have, I think, my Shahat on will. But the majority of monsters that I have on my account are sitting on very gimmicky and very necro-heavy builds. Shahat in particular is like one of my favorite units right now. Maybe it's just because I don't have him on my endgame account, but all in all, he just feels so much fun, especially if you do have a few more units that do provide some continuous damage. And obviously we're not now... Oh no. Okay, might as well just go for the control sand. Nice. I think that was big. Getting that one, because that's gonna make her like not do too much early on. Okay, we gotta hit this. Just gonna kill, right? Nice. Okay, let's give ourselves some attack bar that way and just heal up a little bit. It's a bad situation to be in, let's be honest. Just Tessari not doing what he's supposed to. Hey, we finally get it. Alright, so my Salah is gonna do some stuff. It's just not going to be enough, I think. Okay, let's hit this one. That's a good proc here, I think. It's at least usable. We're just going to put on more dots onto this guy. Half attack bar, dude. That's beautiful. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Wait a second. Now, I have to heal here. Even if we don't kill. Oh, we did. We killed. We killed, guys. I think this is GG. Proc? Oh, no proc. That's okay. Now we won. GG. And just summon the... Alright, so let's open up a few of those event runes and see if we can get some actual upgrades for this account, because I feel like I've been pretty much just showcasing results instead of also showcasing like how I get there. Now pretty much, yeah, like Violent Runes, I've not really found as much as I should. I've been pretty much posting like a lot of re-up sessions. If you guys didn't look at my shorts, a lot of re-up sessions. That's the majority of ways I get my Violent Runes, is I just re-up any Violent Rune that I... Oh. You know what? We're just gonna actually roll this one more time and see if we can get one more into crit. Yeah, like a low roll into speed is just not gonna cut it. Yeah, the majority of times when I'm trying to like get some Violent upgrades is I'm just re-upping like a mediocre Violent Rune. Like this one. That's a 20 crit. Nice. I'm gonna put this on like maybe a twin. There's like so many units that need this. We're just gonna grind out the flat defense for like crit damage, and it's gonna be very usable. And then slot 6. Oh, that one hurts. But you know what? I'm kind of short on Violent Runes, so we're just gonna stick with it. No, it's not gonna be good. This is not good. But we're gonna stick with it. We got a second round of Violent Runes coming out. And, okay, dude. Yeah, this one does scream re-up me, to be honest. Oh, yes, 100%. I do also remember I've pulled like a slot 1 with like max accuracy that I want to re-up. So, oh, I mean, this is better. But the thing is, like, so on my starter account, if I didn't roll into flat HP over here, I think I would have just kept it, even if it's mediocre. Oh, dude, it just keeps rolling into flat HP. But I think, do we keep this? It sucks because like it's a roll into everything except attack percentage, and I'm not gonna like grind out attack percentage for speed. So yeah, like this is a 4 out of 10. Let's be honest. But we're just going to stick with this for now. We're going to put this on use. And I think it's going to be somewhat usable at least. Oh, flat stat. We just love to see that. Yeah, so my starter account, I really don't try and like spam re-ups into one rune and one rune only. I think it's a strat that like... First of all, I think it's outdated. And second of all, it's very endgame. So if you have like a 4-6 slot with like a perfect innate, it might be a thing that you want to do, but if you're missing, like, let's say 50 Violent Runes on your account, there's no way I'm going to invest that many re-ups into one Violent Rune. It's just not going to happen. This one, we're just going to grind it and see if it... Yeah, very low chance that I'm going to keep this, but might as well just go for it, right? Yeah, so I've been mostly just trying to spread my Violent Runes as much as possible and getting the most amount of stats from all the other stats. I mean, basically the Nemesis Will builds that I have on my monsters. All of this stuff like really comes in clutch whenever I'm trying to rune stuff, because I'm also like spamming Illunia B5 like a madman. Pretty much the last time I've like left it was when I pulled the Miho, and honestly I really just kind of wanted to like give it a try. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to like go after as much as I would like, because obviously that is a very interesting quad roll. I'm not sure if I don't know who's going to use this, but we're going to keep it. We're just going to stick with it. 26% is definitely going to be a keeper. I don't know who's going to use this, and this might be a re-up target, even though I really don't like re-upping Will. It's just whenever we have one of those where you get like the rune set specific re-ups, I think this could be an option. And this one is also +9 worthy as far as I'm concerned. You know what? Let's just go for the +12. It might be a decent Veramos rune. Dude, I'm just going like full Zoijack, like what is going on? But 29 resistance is just so juicy. So pretty much over here, we're just gonna grind the flat attack into like HP percentage, and it's gonna be very usable at that point. I basically just decided to go like full Cleave mode. My main goal, since I'm playing on 2 accounts, is just being able to swipe through my wings as fast as possible and miss all of my stuns. We love to see that. Yeah, just being able to like swipe through my wings as fast as possible is like a massive upgrade, because it just gets you so many daily rewards. You're able to like just collect scrolls. It's really, really beneficial in that regard. And it's, yeah, something that I would recommend. Maybe not right away, but in the long run, it's definitely going to pay off. And we're just going to go for a Galleon. So yeah, it just means investing in Cleaves. As you can see, my Galleon is still not fully skilled. I'm like 5,000 scrolls down the road, and I still don't have enough pirate captains. But especially right now with like the Hall of Heroes event going on, you can get so many extra skill ups. Now, for now, I actually just decided to like go for some LDs that I haven't pulled yet, and that look kind of interesting, I guess. I also decided to go for my Antares, which I finally have now. So all in all, Maybe not like the 4-man max route, but it's still pretty good, I'd say. Okay, Solution derped over here. I don't think he would have killed without the attack buff anyways. And take a juicy 64k hit right there. Yeah, that was pretty good, I guess. And now we're just gonna wait a little bit. Nah, I'm gonna keep my abilities. Like, we're gonna be able to top off my Orion like soon anyways. Maybe she's gonna die now. We'll see. Yeah. That was like 16k, but it's alright. This is like my not most consistent. I just recently, in this video at the start, pulled a Mi Yang, and I think I'm just gonna like substitute that. So we're just gonna head on to that guy, because I really hate fighting, what's his face? I don't even know. You know what? I'm gonna go for the S1. See how much damage we can do. Yeah. And we're gonna go for the Racuni. So this is also kind of just like a single target snipe thing. We're just gonna go for S4 right now, one-shot this guy, and then we're basically good to go. People are actually like slow clearing, obviously. People are going for like the crazy windy stuff. I know that that's outdated nowadays, but you know what I mean. Okay, so turns out my Kaki was not speed tuned. Guess my Robo was missing a few too many. Yeah, speed tuning is also something I wouldn't worry too much about early on, especially when you're running a Robo. Like, it's really not such a big deal. But Kaki technically has like, I think it's 115 base speed. So you can like really go nuts on like Swift sets if you have one. I know like obviously people want to go for like a Fatal set. He benefits the most from that obviously. But in a comp like this, I think a Swift Kaki probably is better off. Okay, so we actually do get outsped. So now the real question is going to be, does he... Oh, we cut in between. So he's also not speed tuned, and now he gets stunned up, and I think that should be enough. So we're going to steal attack bar from this guy. Oh wait, it doesn't steal. I forgot. Yeah, let's try and finish him off. It also reduces attack bar. We're going to kill off that Kaki with this almost. Dude, by the way, I mean Aegir, I know I made like a video on that like the other day. Just a short, talking about like certain net 4s that I'm picking up. Aegir, maybe I just felt nostalgic, but I really do not regret picking him up. Like, I think it's a very underrated unit. Oh no. We might be in trouble over here. We'll see. I think the goal should be... no, we actually still move in between. So we're gonna just try in one shot. Yeah, we at least one-shot the Lauren. And he doesn't have any more extra, like, damage. And this is good to go. Alright, so we got outsped over here. My Konamiya really isn't on, like, a super fast set. I basically just run the Lucian into comps where I'm kind of certain that I'm not gonna get outsped. Even though, as you guys can see, it still ended up happening. So, just gotta take what you get. So we can go for one more extortion, and I think this is good to go. Nice suit. Very safe team comp. If you got fortunate enough to pull one of these, that's just best case right there as far as I'm concerned. Like the Mo Long Bulwark, I got extremely early on this account, and I just love that I've pulled those two. It's outdated units, yeah, but in that combo in particular, it's really not that outdated anymore. It's really, really oppressive. So I love seeing that. I love getting that. Alright, we missed that, and he healed up one more time. So, can this kill? Yeah, I also still need to max skill my Tessarian. I ended up like getting a few fusion units. No, not fusion, I bought a bunch of Ifrit pieces is what I wanted to say. And with those Ifrit pieces, I ended up skilling up my Tessarian, but he's still missing like a few more. And right now I'm actually buying summoning pieces instead. It's like the thing that you can get from the guild shop to like get more of the Hall of Heroes units basically. And I'm just trying to like really min-max my net 4 game right now. Just trying to like get as much value out of that event. It's 10 weeks, so I don't think my Tessarian is going to see any skill ups anytime soon. That's how I kind of clear my guild content. As you guys can see, I think, let me check the timer on this actually. Recording, yeah, it's 10 minutes. So that's roughly how long I take for my siege as well. I'm just like spamming stuff. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. I just kind of wanted to make one more video about the net 5 choices I've made and kind of like the team comps that I'm centering around it. I'm not quite sure if I might just like switch it up one more time just for the hell of it. I love variety on this account. This is like my experimentation account for RTA. It's really enjoyable to go through the mid game again as far as I'm concerned. I know progression is a little bit slower. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and see you guys in the next one. Bye!